Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the recently unveiled Global Center for Traditional Medicine by the collaboration of World Health Organization as well as Government of India. Global Center for Traditional Medicine is also referred as GCTM. So in this particular video we are going to discuss about that what is the rationale or need behind setting up such center and what are the advantages and significance of this particular center as far as the health and the medicine sector is concerned. So first of all, the context that why we are discussing today's video is because the Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with the WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus have performed the groundbreaking ceremony for the first of its kind WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine in the Jamnagar district of Gujarat. Earlier, the Prime Minister has also said that GCTM would go a long way in enhancing the wellness of the society. So, in this context, let us try to understand about the GCTM. So, first of all, GCTM as it's a Center for Traditional Medicine, we have to understand that what do we understand by the term traditional medicine. So, as per the lexicon of World Health Organization, if you look at the definition that has been given by World Health Organization, so they have said that traditional medicine can be defined as a sum total of knowledge, skills and practices. Sum total of knowledge, skills and practices that are indigenous in nature. However, despite being indigenous in nature, these knowledges, skills and practices have been utilized and used by different cultures over a long time to maintain health and prevent, diagnose and treat both physical as well as mental illnesses. So that is the all encompassing definition of traditional medicine as given by WHO. Now what does includes or what does comes under the sector or area of traditional medicine? So basically WHO has said that in this medicine, traditional medicine, acupuncture is included. Apart from that, we have Ayurvedic medicine as well as herbal mixtures are also included, as well as even the modern medicines, that is we can say a kind of transformation or kind of related to the traditional medicine can also be associated under the domain of traditional medicine. Now, if you look at the traditional medicine from the perspective of India's understanding or Government of India's understanding, so as per the Ministry of IAS, it has clearly said that under the traditional medicine we can include yoga or yogic practices. Apart from that, we can include Ayurveda, that is the herbal use of herbal medicines for treating different elements. We can also include Siddha practices. Now, Siddha practices is a special kind of medical practices that is generally practiced in the two southern states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu since a very long period of time. Apart from that, even though homeopathy is not indigenous to India, is not developed in India itself, it has a German origin. Despite that, homeopathy is also included within the traditional medicine. And apart from these four, we have one more system that is called as Sowa Rigpa system. Now, Sowa Rigpa system traces its origin to the Tibetan system of treatments or Tibetan system of medicine, and largely in India it is practiced in the Himalayan regions of Leh Ladakh as well as states like Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and hilly areas like Darjeeling, Lahaul and Spiti Valley. So these five collectively within the context of Indian government's lexicon can be considered as a part of traditional medicine or within the domain of traditional medicine. Now let us try to understand that what is the objective that GCTM, that is Global Center for this traditional medicine, wants to fulfill. So first of all, this center was proposed by the Director General of WHO in somewhere in the middle of year 2020, and in the same year Government of India has also passed the proposal to set up such center, and thus WHO and India both have signed a host country agreement to set up this center in India. At the same time, GOI has also given a total grant syndicate of almost $250 million that will support the work of GCTMs right from the establishment to development of infrastructure and all the way up to the operations level. And the main objective as per the Government of India that GCTM will have to fulfill is that it will focus on creating evidence-based research, innovation and data analysis to optimize the contribution of traditional medicine to the global health. Now see, currently the problem is that though we have a lot of systems, traditional medicine that is practiced especially in the rural areas, in the interior areas and even in the urban areas, however they have not been properly categorized, properly catalogued and will not have any proper research and research that has been done in this sector. So that is why the trust and belief over this system of medicine is relatively low as compared to allopathic medicine or compared to the modern practices, and that is why it tries to we can say try to fill this lacuna here by producing or focusing on creating evidence-based research and innovation, and thus increasing the overall acceptability of traditional medicine over a wide range of population, both inside India as well as outside India. Now, the focus areas as per the WHO of GCTM will be to develop such norms, standards and guidelines in technical areas related to the traditional medicines. Apart from that, it will also help in setting up policies and standards on traditional medicine products and help countries create a comprehensive, safe and high quality health system. Now, this is very important because as per the Director General of WHO's comment, he has said that out of 194 countries, around 170 countries are in small or large scale practicing traditional medicine. However, despite its such a wide range of practices, it still has not been accepted fully, has not been able to integrate fully into the mainstream or modern system of medicine, and that is something he want to address. And this is also something that is very relevant or in line with the a policy that has been unveiled by the World Health Organization in year 2014, that is called as WHO's Traditional Medicine Strategy, which will culminate in year 2023. So, in fulfillment of this WHO strategy, this particular center will also play a very important role. So, let us try to understand that what does WHO's Traditional Medicine Strategies aims for and how GCTM can help it. So, traditional medicine strategy is basically as per the DG of WHO statement, it is aimed to support nations in developing policies and action plan that will first of all strengthen the role of traditional medicine in overall healthcare sector of the particular country. Once this has been done, once the acceptability of traditional medicine can be increased, obviously it can go a long way in providing universal health coverage to a large section of population. Now, universal health coverage refers to a system where a large part of population, or almost all the population universally, are covered under some sort of medicine plan, some sort of healthcare plan, where if they suffer from any elements, they do not have to spend any money or they do not have to spend a lot of money from their own pocket. It will be either covered by insurance or covered by the government itself. So, and this is very significant because as per WHO, 80% of world population uses traditional medicine, and that is why its acceptability, once its acceptability is ensured, then it can go a long way in fulfilling the healthcare needs of the wide population. So, obviously, what is the rationale behind this advanced traditional medicine? Because GCTM not only focuses on using or increasing the uses of traditional medicine in its conventional sense, but tries to move one step forward and make it much more advanced as compared to its current level. So, first of all, the rationale behind is that we have reliable evidence and data that on traditional medicine practices and products that will be made available, that will make it much more advanced and much more we can say acceptable. Second, it also says that we have GCTM will help for information of a solid evidence base for policies, and at the same time it will help countries integrate the traditional medicine into its health system. Currently, if you look at India itself, then the two systems of medicines are running parallelly but are not integrated. People either go and take help of traditional medicines from the doctors, Ayurvedic doctors or homeopathic doctors, but at the same time they also go for the same element and can take we can say treatment from the modern medicine or allopathic medicine. So, we have a kind of parallel running system, we do not have integration of modern medicine in traditional medicine, and that is what the WHO is trying to achieve. Because you do not have to go to two different practitioners or two different doctors for a same element. You can go to same doctor, and this doctor can give you medicines which can have combination of both modern medicine as well as traditional medicine to be more efficient, such that the treatment can be more efficacious in nature. And at the same time, he also has said that you have to keep in mind that almost 40% of modern medicine derive its roots, or we can say derive its ingredient from the natural biodiversity. And that is why to conserve biodiversity and sustainability, the use of traditional medicine will also go a long way forward. To give you one example, for example, if you look at the cancer medicine that is prepared, then it actually uses a plant that is found in the Himalayas called as yew. Similarly, if you look at the other medicines such as aspirin, very common painkiller. So, aspirin derives its origin or ingredient from the bark of willow tree. So that is what WHO has said, that 40% of all the ingredients of modern medicine derives from the plants and animal material, and that is why we have to focus on the biodiversity conservation and sustainability in that sense as well. Apart from that, the development of GCTM will also go a long way in modernization of the study of traditional medicine, because as we know that today is the era of science and technology, where a lot of modern medicines have come into practice in the modern medicine. For example, we have MRI machine, we have CT scan machines, we have X-ray machines. Apart from that, we are also dependent to a large extent on analysis of data by the help of artificial intelligence, information technologies and other technologies like cloud system and all such. So there is an urgent need to integrate and actually utilize these potential technologies in the sector of traditional medicines as well. And in this context, we have to understand that WHO aims to make GCTM as a very important hub, not only in India, within India, but also at the global level for the building up of standards on traditional medicine practices and products that can be universally applied by all the medical practitioners of traditional medicine. Now, this is not the first time that India has made an effort to increase the acceptability or taken a step to increase the uses of traditional medicine. Some other collaborations have also been done in the past. For example, with the WHO itself, the Ministry of IAS has signed a PCA agreement, that is Project Collaboration Agreement, which basically aims to create benchmarks for training in the sectors of Yoga, Ayurveda and Unani, as well as Panchakarma system. So this benchmark, once this benchmark has been created, we'll have a standard set of training module that can be prepared, and all the medical practitioners belonging to these branches of medicine will have a uniform code of conduct and uniform code of practices. Similarly, Government of India also signed MOU with almost 32 different countries, right from US, Canada, Australia, UK, even African and Asian countries, to have a collaborative R&D, research and development in the area of traditional medicines. And to give you one example, the CSIR, that is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, its Palampur Center have also signed a MOU with National Research Institute of Chinese Medicine to have a collaborative arrangement in the area of mutual cooperation and mutual understanding. At the same time, in last year, CSIR has signed another MOU with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to identify opportunities for scientific and technological research between researchers both within India as well as outside India. And this MOU will also at the same time focus on having collaboration with foundation funded entities, that is Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation funded entities, in the areas including traditional medicine as well as beyond. So these are all the steps the Government of India had taken in last few years, so that the traditional medicine can be integrated and can actually become a mainstream approach in treatment of large number of ailments and diseases. Now, obviously, question comes that why Jamnagar has been chosen as a hub or as a center for development of GCTM. So, first of all, the Government of India has actually set up Institute of Teaching and Research in Ayurveda. It is the first such university that has been established by the collaborative effort of Government of Gujarat as well as Government of India to offer education and training in the field of Ayurveda across the world. So due to this, the Jamnagar become a center of WHO's innovation hub, and it is from this part we can understand, from Jamnagar city, the practices like Ayurveda, Yoga will not only increase their penetration in the India, but also expand outside country as well. So that is all about GCTM. I hope you understood about this particular issue and news. Thank you very much.